Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning into the Grinnell Tigers Sports live stream for this 4A Tuesday night single matchup event between the 4th-ranked Grinnell Tigers and the 12th-ranked Gilbert Tigers. Well, Gilbert made an 84-mile trip down to Grinnell for a game that has a lot of people asking a few questions. Obviously, last night, Grinnell lost their first game of the year to North Polk, 75-74. And the question on everyone's mind, how is Grinnell going to bounce back from last night's tough loss?
I believe it all starts with mental toughness. You know, along this whole road of going back to the state tournament or whatever our journey is, I'm pretty sure these girls have in mind that they want to go back to that state tournament. But you know you're going to have a couple rocks in the road. And, you know, for them, I think perfection is the road. But this is the time to have those couple bumps, because when it gets to the very end, it's all about that little Hawkeye playoff bracket that helps us get through there to get to that state championship. So I think right now, you know, I don't want to speak for Coach Edson, but you'd probably rather have a loss right now than have it at the end of the season. And they did play a very good team. For the most part, it was just kind of a slow start. North Polk, typically Grinnell's used to playing a team that they could get a jump right out of the brackets with and put them 5 to 10 points down. But you look back at the statistics from last night's game, North Polk struck first. You know, at the end of the first quarter, they were up 22-18. And listening to on the radio, they weren't really missing too much. So percentage-wise, they were hitting pretty good. All in all, at the end of the game, even though Grinnell lost the game, statistically wise, they still shot well. I mean, Macy Harris walked away with 31 points. There's nothing to put that in the back pocket and say, we lost, but you can't turn around and say, that's a good game either. So I think that they got a lot of things they talked about. I guarantee that every one of the girls went home last night and said, what can we do to make ourselves better? And the only way a good team makes themselves better is to start to evaluate what might have went wrong. And, you know, they played a good team. So that they need to up their game a little bit more. Do they have it in them? Yes, they do. These gals are determined. They come to the court every night, and they are excellent basketball players. And, again, you can't let that rock knock you off the top of the hill. You got to keep climbing back up to the top of the hill. And I think tonight, I hate to say it, I think that Gilbert's going to get the end of the stick saying that these girls want to make some difference, come back the other way. But
well, we take a look at Gilbert. They're 12th in 4A. Grinnell obviously 4th. Gilbert comes in 8-3, head coached by Mike Frisk. And if you learn anything about him, he plays tough and fast. He calls it the combination pressure he has a combination of pressure defense and a high-paced transition offense. He calls it a little bit of controlled chaos, if you will. Gilbert comes off a win last Friday night against Nevada, 56-32. Last year when these two teams faced off, it was in Gilbert. Grinnell got a pretty good win, 84-43. So should be a fun night of basketball. It's the only one going on. There is no boys game. It's just the girls match alone. And we'll see what happens tonight. Grinnell versus Gilbert coming up next. All right, so starting lineups have been set. Macy Harris, Naomi Jackson, McKenna McKnight, Sarah Goslink, and Megan Doty will lead the way for the Tigers this evening.
Let's all be good sports.
Pretty good crowd for a Tuesday night. Student section comes out pretty strong. Should be a good night of basketball here as the girls get that spotlight.
You know, the biggest difference of crowd-wise, we're used to always having 6 ball games going on in the school, so people intermix, but now we're down to just a
and we are underway.
Game.
Macy gets the tip off, and Grinnell has possession to start here against the Gilbert Tigers. Nice fake by McKenna McKnight inside to Sarah. That thing's stolen away. And Gilbert's going to retain possession for the first time this evening. Drive to the basket. And a shot underneath the hoop, but they're going to call a foul on McKenna. Gilbert's going to be shooting too early.
Definitely Gilbert wants to take it right to that basket. You know, that's one thing that we did have a little bit more fouls above normal against North Polk last night. You know, whether they see those stats, obviously they're on quick stats online, so they can see that we had 3 girls and with 4 fouls. But
Gilbert makes 1 for 2. And Gilbert has the lead. I'm going to have to say Gilbert tonight because they're both Tigers. McKnight from the wing for 3. That's off front iron. That bounces up on top of the backboard, and that'll be called for out of bounds. Will be Grinnell basketball, or will be Gilbert basketball. As that one's tipped, and it'll stay Gilbert's ball. Grinnell quickly brings the full court press, which has been noted, and McKenna gets called on her first early.
Nope, that's quick 2 fouls.
Yeah. So a quick 2 for McKenna McKnight, and she comes out. Addie Pettig's going to take her spot. So Grinnell already's got one, a little bit of foul trouble here to start this ball game. 1-0, Gilbert leads. Here's a pass inside. The 2-pointer is good off glass. And Macy will bring the ball up. Gilbert, like Coach Frisk has said, plays that pressure, gets Grinnell in tough situations. Here's Sarah Gosling's 3-pointer from the corner. Good. And Grinnell's off to a good start. Gilbert gets the ball inside pretty quickly. It's going to be tapped, and Grinnell basketball. Not many teams Grinnell faces finds the issue of full court pressing. Macy gets it across the half-court line, and we're going to get a blocking foul on Gilbert.
That was pretty close. I thought they were going to call that on Macy.
Megan drives, kicks back to Jackson. Pedig drives, finds Megan wide open again in the corner. That's no good. And the rebound's grabbed by Gilbert. Good on-ball pressure by Grinnell, but a little too much, and we're going to get a foul underneath. Let's see who they call this on. They're going to give it to Sarah. So Sarah on the foul. Quick for Grinnell. Grinnell's got 3 already. That basket's good up for Gilbert. Megan kicks into the corner to Sarah. Sarah moves this thing around. Grinnell trails 5-3. Grinnell Grinnell having trouble getting it back inside. Macy, good crossover move, drives to the basket and get fouled.
That was a heck of a crossover mode right there on the backside. She went behind her back with the ball right about the free throw line, and nice drive in.
So Macy, who had 31 last night against North Polk, heads to the free throw line for 1, and she's got it. 6-5, Grinnell leads. And this pass is going to go off the tip. Hands of Gilbert, back to Grinnell.
Starting to see a little bit of that pressure. They're getting nervous and start to push that ball a little bit more than Gilbert may be used to.
Macy at the top of the key. Sarah's been open quite a bit in the corner. Macy's stuck. Grinnell tries to move it around. Here's a baseline drive back. Good on-ball pressure by Gilbert. Naomi gets it.
Nice little pickup by Naomi on that. Could have been a turnover. It's turned right around. Step back with a bank three-pointer. I'm not complaining when the bank is open, but
crazy shot. That was a broken possession, but Naomi's able to finish it off in a good way for Grinnell as they lead 8-5. Floater gets her on rebound, goes back up strong, and gets the basket to go. 8-7. Macy's stuck, and Grinnell's Coach Edson's forced to call a timeout. So a little bit of frustration, and it's obvious. The full court press is kind of hurting Grinnell here early.
Well, and you know the loss is one thing. I don't think that really is causing any of the issues, but you know these girls, along with the boys this week, the girls are going to have 4 games. The boys are going to have 3 games this week, so they got home. Road game, probably 11:30, midnight, turn around, get some sleep, and then studies all day, and then come back to a game. So it's definitely going to work a little bit on just the stamina of the players, let alone playing like the perfect game.
Grinnell leads 8-7 out of the timeout. 4:37 remaining here in the first quarter. 3 fouls for Grinnell early. Naomi fires from the corner and once again hits. And Frisk
Same
wants
situation, yeah. Gilbert, they kind of get hung up, so they're going to take a quick timeout, and everyone's going to try to figure their press breaker out and take a little break at the same time.
Right. Grinnell leads 11-7. Naomi's got 2 3-pointers to start here early. So we'll see what Grinnell can do here out of this timeout.
You know, one advantage where the ball actually got their timeout called, so they are going to be at the half-court lines trying to only go against that half-court press instead of the full-court press that Grinnell puts out there. But
Gilbert tries to move this thing around. They got the loud student section right there on their side. And we got travel.
definitely nice to hear the old student section over there cheering these girls on. Give them a little jump start, keep them going here.
Macy flings this thing across court. And Naomi has a short off pass picked off by Gilbert. And they come back across court. Last time Grinnell and Gilbert took off and played each other here in Grinnell, it was the playoff game to see who could get to the state final back 2 years ago. That seems like a long time ago, but it's really not.
It does. It seems like forever, but
what a way this team has evolved ever since then. As that pass sails over the head of Naomi's. And Gilbert will retain possession. 11-7, 3:30 remaining, make it 11-9. Gilbert's able to get down into the post pretty easily to start. Grinnell's going to have to figure out some answers here early. Macy directs traffic a little bit, gets it across to Meredith. Naomi drives, loses it on the way. And here come the Gilbert Tigers back. Grinnell runs man-to-man here early, and that pass sails way out of bounds. And no one really went for it.
Yeah. You know, I was really surprised. I figured that Gilbert would have figured out where that ball goes out is where it's going to come back in, because ideally they might give it to him right underneath the basket.
Meredith's going to throw in for Grinnell. Way over top to Micah. Micah finds Macy in the corner. She'll swing it back outside to Micah. Back to Macy, who just fires quickly and cannot get the friendly roll. Looks like we got.
It's kind of interesting because it went up high, but it didn't hit anything.
Yeah.
It was more.
Is that what they called it? Out of bounds?
Yeah, called it out of bounds.
Yeah, it never really hit the top of the board. So here comes Gilbert. Meredith puts a hand on that loose ball, and here comes Grinnell. Micah finds Sarah in the corner. Sarah, nice find inside to Rebecca, who gets fouled on the way up, and she's shooting two.
Well, just patience with the ball, passing like that, get the thing inside. It's definitely going to open up. That's the hardest thing is patience when you're ultimately your goal is just to try to go and get points. But sometimes with teams, you got to wear them down a little bit, spread the game out, and start working that around there.
Rebecca makes her first. And the second one rims out. 12-9. Grinnell leads over Gilbert here with 2:20 remaining here in the first quarter. Good defense by Jackson. Rebecca tries to fight in to steal it. Good defensive pressure here early. And that one's stolen away by Jackson. Naomi keeps her eyes up court and sails that one in too far in front of Macy. And Gilbert's going to get the ball back. Sloppy play by both teams really here to start.
Everyone's just kind of pushing it. You know, one thing I am noticing down here on the Tiger defense, or excuse me, they're both Tigers, the Grinnell defensive end, they're doing a good job of pushing Gilbert out, getting them away from the inside of the basket because, you know, right away Gilbert kind of pushed in and tried to capitalize to get that inside seam. In the last couple plays or down the court, they're actually pushing them to the outside, and it's making a difference because they're just getting frustrated. They can't get that ball inside.
Lazy pass by Addy leads to a steal, but then a foul as Meredith's instinct was to try to hold her back. So it's another foul. That's 4 on Grinnell. So still 12-9. Grinnell leads over Gilbert with 1:44 remaining here in the first quarter. There's a high pass. Nice catch. Good find. Making it all 12-11. This full court press, despite it not being too heavy, is really causing Grinnell a few problems here. Megan finds Addy over in the corner. Good passing by Grinnell. Megan's fakes, kicks back to Addy, who fires the three. No good. Rebound grab by Gilbert as they come racing back. And that layup's no good. Rebound grab by Pedig. And she'll hand it off to Naomi. Jackson dribbles out of the double team, finds Megan in the corner. Grinnell looks to swing it. Megan thought about a three for a few seconds. Gives it to Meredith. Strong drive back to Addy at the top of the key. Addie kicks in the corner. Sarah Goslink for three. No good, and it bounces out of bounds. I mean, it was good passing, just nothing really coming out of it.
You know, they worked hard. I thought, you know, they were pushing to that corner with Sarah down there, and Naomi was kicked right out about her favorite spot on the court at the Tiger logo. And I thought they were going to kick it back out and around there, but still, like you said, good ball movement. They're getting around there. Just be a little patient.
Grinnell brings their own full court press here. McKnight's the only one back. And she can't get the rebound, but it's out of bounds on Gilbert, so it'll be Grinnell basketball. McKenna's got to be careful here.
Yeah, McKenna's in there with 2 fouls, and you know, coming up to this, I think that's the best movement.
Macy got stuck, and in the process got a jump ball, but possession arrow towards Gilbert, so it's their basketball. All these Gilbert fans wanted to travel, but still get the ball no matter what.
Well, the nice thing about the jump ball is we get the possession going back the other way. So
Gilbert gets the ball up, can't get it to go. That would have given them the lead. 8 seconds remaining here in this quarter. Macy gets through a double team. Keeps going, driving all the way, and she can't get it to go, and we got a foul. Well, Macy was not going to be stopped on her way to the basket.
No, that's too bad. Sarah Gosling picks up her second foul.
So that'll do it for the end of the first quarter, and it was a sloppy one at best. 12-11, Grinnell leads over Gilbert. We'll be back for the second quarter of action. So welcome back to the second quarter of action. Grinnell leads over Gilbert 12-11. McKnight at the free throw line, kicks to Sarah, who fires the three-pointer, and that's no good. Good fight underneath by McKenna, but Gilbert comes up with it. Crucial quarter for Grinnell. They trailed in the first quarter of the North Polk game. They were able to rebound. If they can get a comfortable little lead here in the second quarter, it'll get some good momentum going into halftime. But it's been a close game so far. Both teams' defensive pressure has been outstanding. And this one's going to be bobbled around and out of bounds on Grinnell.
Wasn't a lot of love from the student section on that call.
And we got a foul.
That's McKenna's third foul right there.
Who'd they get it on?
McKenna.
Huh.
Oh, no, number 3. Called that on Macy.
Ah, so interesting.
Well, that's good news for Coach Edson.
Twelve to 12. Grinnell's been stuck at 12 for a while now. Here's a collision for the ball. It'll be Grinnell basketball after the collision.
It's Roto's first foul.
So Megan has it here at the top. McKenna one of the three in the corner. Grinnell really doing well with passing a little bit. As I say that, we got a foul. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if it would have been a jump ball per se.
She's kind of ripping and pulling across her leg before she even got to the ball. So that's foul number 2 on Johnson.
So I know Naomi's going to throw in here.
Looks like Johnson maybe lost the contact in that.
Jackson gets this thing over top to Macy. McKenna McKnight for 3. She got it. Grinnell leads 15-12. Gilbert gets it across court. And we got a foul.
Megan Doty's first foul of the night.
So Gilbert's going to be shooting 2 here. Or it's a 1-and-1, and my apologies. Because Gilbert finds themselves in the bonus. So 15-13. And the second one rolls in. 15-14. That ball's batted away and out of bounds on Gilbert. Good hustle, though. And it remains the 1-point ball game. 6:33 remaining here in the second quarter. 15-14. Grinnell leads over Gilbert. We got a close one here in this first half. Jackson throws this one up to Sarah. Sarah's just going to take it and gets blocked.
That's where they kind of took advantage of Sarah's height a little bit. Able to get the block on that.
Meredith's going to check in here for Sarah. So we'll see what Grinnell does offensively. It has been a rough first half so far. McKenna hands off to Naomi. Step back for 3. That's no good. But Meredith's on the glass and gets it to go.
Yeah, nice little rebound by Meredith. Just grabbed the ball, stuck it right back up. Nice rebound by Macy and a quick foul there.
Macy got fouled.
Catherine Currens. It's her first foul.
(17-14), 6:03 remaining in this first half. Meredith in the corner for 3. In and out. That's the worst way to miss a basket right there. And we got a blocking foul. Well, it looked like a travel, but
Naomi's first foul. I think she's getting a little bit frustrated because Bowman is kind of getting a little bit of arm guard up there and kind of pushing out a little bit, but rightfully so. Someone's going to get called. Either you get called for a charge or you get called for reach-in foul on that.
First free throw is up and good for Gilbert. And the second one's up and good as well. 17-16. Grinnell leads. But there's really been no breath of fresh air so far.
No, there isn't. You know, that I think you got to sit here and kind of figure out what's going on with this half-court press they're putting on. Anytime they put it's kind of a swinging around with a 1-2-2.
Macy swings outside to Rebecca. McCombs is going to drive in. He gets fouled. Good take.
It's Roto's second foul.
Rebecca's shooting 2 upcoming for Grinnell.
Nice strong move by Rebecca. Take it, put her head down, went right to the basket with it.
She's really been impressive after being out for all those games and coming in this season, really doing well. Her second free throw is good. The knee brace does not hold her down. 19-16, both teams find themselves in the bonus. As this first half chugs along, 5:27 remaining. And we got another foul. The refs must have carried over from the North Polk game. It's Naomi's second.
Yeah, right now we're sitting across the board. Naomi has 2, McKenna has 2, Sarah has 2. You spread out with a 1 on Macy and 1 on Megan and 1 on Meredith.
First one falls.
Which, you know, that really is going to come into play if we're going to continue to be a close back fourth game like this. When we get into the third and fourth quarter, working with those fouls makes it a little bit tough.
And the second one rims out. We got a foul on Gilbert.
Cruz, that'd be her first foul, I believe.
Macy should be shooting a 1-and-1, and she will be. It's been so close, such a close game. Really, no one's taken off. I think the most we've had separating these two is 4 points when Grinnell led 11-7. But it just seems like no one can really take Gilbert can't take the lead. They get about 1 point behind, and Grinnell can take off just a little bit. Macy's first free throw is good. She'll be shooting one more. And the second one falls. 21-17, tied for the largest lead of the game is Grinnell. As that pass is found inside and rims in. 21-19. This feels just like the playoff game from a few years ago. It's just both teams are very even, which we expected out of Gilbert. A Grinnell team that just comes off a loss last night, but they still seem to have a little bit of focus left in them. Meredith drives, spins, goes strong, and gets the shot.
A couple of no calls there.
That pass misses its intended target. And Grinnell has possession now. 21-19 with 4:35 remaining here in the second quarter. Jackson crosses to Meredith. Meredith's just going to drive all the way and gets the layup to go.
Yeah. That's a nice drive by Meredith, and I think that's where you're going to have to start attacking that press, is not holding out and pulling the pass back, is just find an opening, and whoever has it, take off and run with it. And I know she's probably frustrated right there. She couldn't get a handle on that ball, but on the opposite side, that was a good job breaking that press.
I don't think we've had a more, I feel like the biggest surprise of the year has been Meredith. Freshman comes in out of nowhere.
Yeah, she's done a good job. And
that floater falls, 23-21. 3:57 remaining. Grinnell's got 9. Both teams are in the bonus. And we got a 10-second call. And Edson doesn't really like it. It didn't seem like 10 seconds. Either way, we play on. 23-21, 3:48 remaining. Gilbert has it at the top of the key. Nice ball screen. That should be a travel, and it is not. Thought it was going to be. It's a jump ball, but it'll be Grinnell basketball.
It should be Grinnell ball, yep. Well, to say jump ball, we haven't seen the normal jump balls that we've seen here in these Grinnell games. So
Meredith flies this one across court to Macy. Macy does not take it to the hoop. Meredith finds Jackson in the corner. She is double teamed immediately as Grinnell tries to swing this thing around. Harris fires a three. Good.
Nice looking shot from Macy there.
It's a big three-pointer. Grinnell takes the largest lead of the night, 26-21. And it's a ball that goes a little too far. And Grinnell's got a little bit of momentum, and the student section is behind them. 3:05 remaining here in the second quarter. Give a quick shout out to everyone watching tonight. We got 21 people viewing, whether you're a Gilbert fan or a Grinnell fan. Hopefully you're enjoying the action. Get more updates if you follow the Grinnell Tiger Sports live stream on Twitter to know when we're going live. And we got a foul on Gilbert on the floor.
This is Johnson's third foul. So Gilbert's slowly starting to get a few more fouls there. And
it's been quite a bit of fouls, 18 fouls in all called this half. Naomi's free throw is good. (27-21). As Naomi can't get her second one to fall. And back comes Gilbert. Nice pump fake. And the layup does not go, and Sarah's going to fight for it underneath. And we got a foul on Gilbert.
It's Bowman's second foul, I believe. So back to the line there with Sarah.
So Sarah shooting the double bonus here, so 2 free throws for number 14. And her first one falls. I don't think Gilbert knew that was a double bonus situation. They were ready to rebound that thing. Second one rattles in. (29-21). Grinnell's on a little bit of a run here. 2:36 remaining here in the first half. Grinnell leads by 8. Meredith, good defense, and she goes right out of bounds. How about that?
So she is slowly hooking, and I can't believe that they didn't call a wraparound on her, but here we go, back to challenge this full court press that Gilbert puts against them. They just need to keep our heads up and see where we got to go with the ball.
Grinnell gets the throw in, and they look to find their way across court. Nice pass to Naomi. Jackson's guarded at the top, kicks around to Megan. Grinnell tries to swing it a little bit more. 2:09 remaining here in the first half. Macy gets a lane. She's going to take it and can't get it to go, but she gets her own rebound. And they'll set back up offensively.
Yeah. Actually a pretty good idea, you know, pull a little bit more time off it.
McKenna's three-pointer is off front iron. Good rebound by Megan. Megan's going to fire her own three, and she misses it all, and Gilbert fights for the rebound. She was borderline to being out of bounds, but this is going to be out of bounds. And I guess it got tipped.
Yeah, Megan was pretty quick there to get a hand on it. I think she's wishing she wasn't, but
still really good hustle for Megan even after the missed three-pointer.
I can't say enough about these girls tonight because they're wore out. You can see that last night's game's kind of putting some pressure on them, but they're doing a great job. And Coach Edson's getting a good rotation on them and giving them breaks when they need it.
Good defense by Meredith, but she's going to get called on the blocking foul. So
good
Gilbert's
heads-up play there by Micah. I mean, it stopped that baseline off, and at least she didn't get the basket.
So Gilbert shooting 2 here. First one falls, 29-22. There will be 1:25 remaining if this shot goes down or if it doesn't, and it doesn't, and it's going to be Gilbert basketball. So 29-22. Nice find, and high off glass, no good. Rebound grabbed by Megan. Eyes up court, kicks it over to Jackson. Back to Megan. They swing it around the top of the key. Jackson here at the wing. As Grinnell tries to swing it around a little bit. Macy, nice pass inside to Jackson, and she's got the layup to go. There's a reason she's one of the top scorers, top assist leaders in the 4A as that one sails out of bounds. (31-22). Grinnell leads over Gilbert. 51 seconds left. Gilbert's not going to try full court press here. Macy, nice spin move. Kicks to the outside. Gosling from the wing. No good. Gilbert gets this thing crossed half court. What a find inside and gets fouled. Let's see who they call it on. McKenna or Sarah. I think they're going to get McKenna. No, they're going to get Sarah on it.
It's Sarah's fourth.
Yeah, Sarah's third foul of the game. And the first one falls. (31-23), 30.9 seconds remaining here in this first half. That one is no good. It's off front iron. Macy comes across half court. Nice crossover. Kicks outside to Meredith. Meredith, can she finish it? She does. Good quarter by Meredith. She's got 7. 34-23, 10 seconds remaining here in this first half. And we got a good defensive pressure, and it's no foul, but it'll be Gilbert basketball. Looked like Megan just accidentally tripped her.
Oh, there's no foul on that.
Edson made quick last-second adjustments here for these final 3 seconds. Gilbert gets the ball in, and shot is missed, but the putback also misses, and that'll do it for the end of the first half. So that's it after one half, 34-23. Grinnell goes on a little bit of a run here to the end of the second quarter, and they are on top by 11. We'll be back for the second half of action in about 10 minutes. Welcome back to the second half of action here at Grinnell High School. Grinnell leads Gilbert 34-23. It was a sloppy first half, but Grinnell eventually got going. And they have a little bit of a lead here to work with.
Yeah, you know, right now I think we talked about coming in. They're coming off of a really tough game last night, and they need the breaks. Coach Edson's definitely rotating them. And we just got to be really careful. We got the fouls that are starting to build up. Number one, Sarah Gosling sitting out there with 3 fouls starting this second half. We're just going to have to be really careful that we don't get in any more trouble that way.
34-23, and the second half is underway. The full court press really hurt Grinnell. Really, I mean, both full court presses really got on each other's nerves. As Gilbert gets a fight for the ball, and we're going to get a jump ball. That looked more like 2 Gilbert players fighting. Fighting over the ball, but
well, jump ball between 2 Gilbert players is going to give Grinnell the ball. So we're not going to complain about that, and we'll take it back the other way.
34-23, 7:38 remaining here in the third quarter. Jackson quickly moves this thing across court. She fires a deep three-pointer. That's no good. Megan Doty's on the glass. McKenna from the corner. No good. Rebound grab by Gilbert. They try to kick this thing around the top of the key. There's a deep three-pointer. That is good. 34-26. Sarah finds McKenna in the corner, kicks back to Macy. Hands it off to Megan here at the top of the key. Jackson's going to try her luck again. No good. And Gilbert's on the glass. Nice pass up top. That layup is good. I expect Edson wants a timeout, and he does. Gilbert's off to a hot start.
I think actually Gilbert got the timeout before Edson did.
Possibly. 34-28, so rough
it's
start.
not that Naomi's shots were bad looks. They were both good looks, especially as they rotated that ball around. So, you know, it's just every time it seems like to get going, they have to get settled in, feel comfortable about where they're shooting, and get that feeling, I guess, is what they're looking for, to get that ball back up there.
34-28, 6:39 remaining here in the third quarter. Gilbert's on a 5-0 run here to start the half. Jackson crosses the half-court line, kicks back to Megan here at the wing as they try to move it around. Grinnell got to get a bucket here as we're closing in on 2 minutes into this quarter as McKnight's three-pointer is off. And here comes the Gilbert Tigers once again. Nice drive to the hoop, and one. And Grinnell is off to a slow start.
That's Sarah's 4th foul right there. Pretty strong move right to the basket.
Meredith will probably check in here for Sarah, and she does. So Sarah heads to the bench, like you said, with 4 fouls. Ref chats with Macy for a second. Now they get going. And it's a 3-point game. 8-0 run to start the half for Gilbert. 34-31, 5:55 remaining here in the third quarter. Jackson gets a good screen from McKenna, but gets trapped. Meredith kicks back to Jackson. Naomi crossover back to Meredith. She's going to fire a deep 3 and can't get it to go. No one's under the basket to get it, and here comes Gilbert. high pass. And Megan gets caught up, and Megan's going to get called for a foul. That's a tough call.
It's Megan's second foul. That's one thing Gilbert does have, that little bit extra height over Grinnell that just kind of makes it tough, that typically when Grinnell's slipping in there and picking the pocket, that they're getting caught on these little reach out fouls.
So they got a jump ball on that. And now we got the ball goes out, and it'll be Grinnell basketball. That was confusing. Hard to see over here. 34-31. 5:17 remaining here in the third quarter. Grinnell's still on top, but Gilbert's on an 8-0 run. Jackson's going to try to put a halt to that. And it's no good. High off the glass. And Gilbert once again has possession as they come racing back. 5 minutes remaining in the third. And McKenna gets called for the foul underneath. Man, they're just...
That'd be number 3 on McKenna.
They're really just going at it tonight. So Rebecca will check in for McKenna.
Unfortunately, we have a little bit of height that we could switch out on that.
Gilbert gets a good pass inside and gets the layup to go high off the glass. And we are down to a 1-point game. It is a 10-0 run by Gilbert to start the third quarter. Meredith gets it across to Macy. Fight for the ball underneath. It'll be a jump ball, Grinnell basketball. Man, what do you do if you're Grinnell here?
Well, you know, we're having really good luck of breaking that press if they just do a one pass, get it to the center.
Rebecca hands off to Meredith. Meredith's just going to take it all the way, and she can't get it to go. And Gilbert going to try to take their first lead in a while. Might be for the first time this evening. And they get it to go. It's their first lead since leading 1-0. 12-0 run for Gilbert to start this third quarter. Macy gets it across to Naomi. Naomi drives, goes up strong, gets the hard bucket to go. And Edson wants a timeout.
Sorry about the late camera draw. Got a little bit sidetracked there.
So out of the timeout, Grinnell put up 2 points. It is a 12-2 run. Gilbert is on. Grinnell broke that drought there. So now Gilbert has the ball here down by 1. 4 minutes remaining here in the third. And the basket falls for Gilbert. Crazy close game tonight by both these teams. Macy sees a lane, takes her speed all the way to the basket, and she gets fouled. Her 40-yard dash time has to be pretty quick.
Yeah, it takes me a little bit to catch up with her on the camera.
Macy's first free throw falls, and we are tied. Macy gets the second one to roll. We're back in front, 38-37. Macy gets aggressive there, tries to steal it, and it's going to be out of bounds on her. As they get the toss in here. 3:33 remaining here in the third quarter. Grinnell leads 38-37 over Gilbert. High sailing pass. Cross court three-pointer. Good. And Grinnell trails by 2. Meredith has it here. Gets it across the half-court line. Megan kicks it inside to Macy. Kicks back to Jackson. Grinnell really needs a bucket here. Jackson drives all the way and gets blocked. Stays Grinnell basketball. .302 remaining here in the third. Jackson high sails this one to Meredith. Meredith drives in, and we're going to get a foul on the floor.
Number 3, Hawthorne.
That ref really did not make a good motion there. They're going to get her in the act of shooting. Is that on the floor? Is it? Wow, I guess they're going to get her for a shooting foul. All right.
She was in the act of laying up there.
I guess. Meredith hits her first. We're not going to complain about it.
Gilbert coach not too happy about that.
No, I
call.
mean, Coach Frisk, I could see his frustration. I mean, yeah. Either way, she's going to make both of them, and we're tied. 40-40. Macy tries to steal that one. Jackson comes back, tries to steal it. Pettig's on the floor for it. We got a jump ball, Gilbert basketball. Good hustle by Addie. We have got ourselves a ball game tonight.
Yeah, definitely court burning, you could say, as they're up and down the court.
And you look at it, strength of schedule-wise, this is the hardest week for Grinnell. I mean, it's just 4 really good basketball teams. Yeah. Pella on Friday night, Center Point, Urbana, Saturday afternoon. The Storm and Pointers are going to be a tough team. That one's blocked from behind by Addie. 3-pointer, but good. And the freshman's making something out of nothing here for Gilbert. It's a 3-point ball game. Macy at the top of the key. Gets fouled. She'll be shooting 3. Macy looked back at the ref really thinking, yeah, it better be a foul. So 3 for number 3.
So Catherine Kearns, that's her second foul. Like I said, Macy go to the line and get 3 free ones.
And Macy's off on her first.
That has to be, that's her first miss, I think, of the night.
Second one falls. One more for Macy here. And it's no good. 2-point game, 43-41. Lazy pass, no travel, and the bucket falls. Wow, they got away with one there. 45-41. 2:02 remaining here in the third quarter. Meredith gets stuck and gets fouled. At least we got that call.
Who'd they, that 22? Nope, 20. Cruz, that's her second foul.
The ref having a little bit of a chat with Hawthorne. I don't know if it was something said or something, but play on 45-41, 157 remaining here in the third. Jackson, quick move back to Meredith. Macy sits at the top of the key trying to direct some traffic. Naomi on a screen. Meredith fires a 3. And no good. A rebound grabbed by Gilbert. Gilbert has a chance to extend this lead, and it's batted away by Macy. Jackson fought for it, and it's Macy with the steal. And Macy lays it up and in. There's a lot of contact, but how this game's going, I'm sure it's fine.
You know, nonstop efforts there.
And we got a foul on Micah. .23, they called that on Micah. Well, Coach Frisk said he liked a little bit of chaos. That was it right there. It hasn't happened much tonight.
Well, for the first time, so usually when you're in the coaching position, you kind of pull off that full court press, let your girls take a break, get cooled down, rest a little bit, and obviously Coach Edson's ready to put that full court press back into play, and it does put the pressure back on them as we see there.
The freshman Ava Hawthorne's going to the line for 2 free throws here. As Coach Frisk is asking for some explanations about a lot of. Oh, there was no free throw. It was on the floor. Good defense by Macy. I'm sure Coach Frisk was wondering why there was a foul on here that didn't go to the basket, and then one over here. Anyway, fight for the ball underneath. And we're going to have a foul. Man, I have not seen a officiating crew get this much, controversy from both sides in quite a while.
Yeah, Gilbert's not happy and Grinnell's not happy.
Macy is really not letting them get this ball across the line here. 45-43, 109 remaining here in the third quarter. Hawthorne gets it in over the top, and we got a foul. Is that McKenna's fourth?
Fourth foul for McKenna.
Despite, big quarter by Gilbert, Grinnell cannot let the fatigue from these games get in the way. And despite playing last night, second one falls. It is a 4-point ball game. 47-43. Gilbert leads over Grinnell with 1:05 remaining here in the third quarter. Meredith gets it to Jackson across the top of the key. She'll hand this one off to Megan. Meredith drives to the basket and one. What a shot by Meredith McKnight.
She's not afraid to take that ball to the basket, and she does a good job there too. That's Johnson's fourth foul for Gilbert, so now finally get at least one player has some foul trouble on the Gilbert side.
47-45, Meredith is going to be shooting one. Big free throw here, despite it only being a 2-point game. And she can't get it to go. Macy's on the glass. Kicks back to Jackson. Jackson for 3. It's no good. Grinnell couldn't get the rebound. Macy with the steal. Kicks back to McKenna, back to Macy. Kicks it around the top of the key. Grinnell's going to swing this thing. Momentum is in a good favor. Megan Doty for 3. It is no good. Rebound grab by Gilbert. And Grinnell's going to double team Hawthorne here. Gilbert's going to get it across court. It's 3-on-3. Now Grinnell brings pressure. Jackson almost got the steal. Hawthorne for 3. Good. Man, she's too good. 50-45. 11 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Megan's stuck. They get it across court. Jackson fires a 3. Good. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. We're headed to the fourth. We got ourselves a ball game. 50-48. Gilbert leads over Grinnell. Despite a rough third quarter, Grinnell only trails by 2. Gilbert went on a 12-0 run to start. And now it is Grinnell basketball. They trail by 2. Naomi hit a huge three-pointer to end the third. Can Grinnell pull out of this thing with a win? 50-48. Megan at the top of the key, kicks to Macy at the wing. Good screen by McKenna. Meredith, McKnight for 3. No good. Macy tips it, and it's going to be grabbed by Gilbert. And Macy gets called on the reach-in. Gilbert's in the bonus, so this will be a 1-and-1.
Yeah,
not good for Grinnell going the rest of the way.
Macy Harris, that picks up her 3rd foul.
Free throw is good. 3-point ball game, 51-48. Both teams have 3 timeouts remaining. Second one is good. 52-48. Meredith hands this thing off to Macy. Lazy pass, and it's out of bounds on Gilbert. That ref was about to say it was Gilbert basketball.
It was pretty clear it was off of Gilbert on that call, but
here comes the full court press. Macy's going to take it and gets reached. And it's a foul.
It's Hawthorne's 2nd foul.
What do they always say? Play to the middle. When it's a full court press, what do they always say? Play to the middle.
Swing it to the middle and go right up the center.
52-48. This game is crazy. Megan drives, finds McKenna McKnight inside, and she gets fouled. That was late. I didn't think they would caught it, but they did.
That's 4 fouls on Roto. So Gilbert's finally starting to get a couple girls that are in foul trouble here then.
And Grinnell finds themselves in the bonus, so it's a 1-and-1 the rest of the way. McKenna's first free throw is good.
And this is when they count. When you get that opportunity to go to that charity stripe, you have to put them in, and you can't leave that out there on the court and let someone else have it.
McKenna's second, good. 50-42. Gilbert had numbers coming down court. Good comeback by Grinnell. 52-50. 7:05 remaining here in the fourth quarter. This thing's going to come down to the wire here on this Tuesday night. And this one's going to be stolen away by Jackson. Naomi drives all the way and gets fouled. She's shooting 2.
Puts number 3 on Hawthorne with 6:47 left.
You think Edson told him in the huddle maybe go for the fouling approach?
Well, when you're in that bonus or even like here, you're shooting it.
And Naomi's first free throw is off the rim.
I just think more and more, like you mentioned earlier, that fatigue is kind of showing up a little bit, but
Naomi's second free
nice
throw, though,
follow
falls.
through by Naomi on that one, puts it right in.
52-51. 6:40 remaining here in this ball game. Gilbert leads over Grinnell. What a crazy game it's been so far. This game maybe looked over at halftime, but Gilbert has rebounded.
Oh, no, that is a terrible
And that's
call.
somehow out of bounds on Naomi.
Kearns kicked that right out of bounds, and they got the lucky call on that.
Three-pointer, no good. And Sarah's got the board, and Grinnell's got an opportunity. 52-51. Jackson at the top of the key. Kicks it to Sarah in the corner, gets a good screen. Sarah kicks back to Megan. McKenna McKnight. Macy for 3. No good off front iron. McKnight's got the glass. She goes up strong, gets blocked. And Macy gets called on for a reach-in.
Ooh, they got
no, we
lucky.
didn't. They called the timeout before she fouled.
Gilbert called timeout before the foul.
So full timeout. We'll take one with them. A breather. 52-51. Gilbert leads over Grinnell. So 52-51 out of this timeout. Gilbert leads over Grinnell. The hearts are racing here in Grinnell. At least mine is. 6 minutes remaining. Gilbert leads over the Tigers. Grinnell trying to make sure they don't lose 2 in a row. And that layup somehow, I was going to say, didn't go in. Macy comes racing back for the Tigers. Grinnell's got an opportunity to take the lead. McKenna McKnight wanted the 3, didn't take it. And it's going to be stolen. No, we got a jump ball, Gilbert ball. Man, Grinnell cannot catch a break.
That's an interesting call.
There's been interesting calls all night. Student section trying to get involved. They've been pretty good tonight. Let's see if they can help Grinnell to finish this game. As Gilbert gets that one high off the glass. 54-51. Macy kicks over to Megan. She crosses the half-court line. They'll set up the offense. Megan gets over to Naomi. And we got a reach in. So Naomi's going to be shooting free throws, or at least one.
That's 3 fouls on Cruz. Like I said, the good thing is Naomi going to the line.
So Meredith checks in for her sister. 5:05 remaining. Naomi shooting a 1-and-1. Her first free throw falls. Naomi tries for her second. Good. Grinnell brings full court pressure. 54-53. Both teams are in the bonus. Hawthorne kicks outside as Gilbert tries to get this thing inside. Good defense by Grinnell. Blocked by Sarah Goslink, and it's going to be out of bounds on Grinnell.
Good face up by Sarah. I know Gilbert coach wasn't too happy with that, but that's actually a pretty clean face up with the player.
First it was Grinnell had the lead and Gilbert could never take the lead. But now it's Gilbert in the lead and Grinnell can't seem to get back out front. 3-pointer from the wing, good. It's a big shot, 57-53. Grinnell's got to get it across court quickly. Megan kicks in the corner. Goslink back to Macy. Grinnell needs a bucket here. It's almost inevitable. Goslink kicks back out to Macy. Macy's going to drive. Goes all the way. Can't get it to go. Meredith, nice fight for the ball. It's loose. Jackson drives. Gets blocked with no foul.
There's a whole lot of people on the ground back there, but
nice passing by Gilbert. 59-53. Grinnell trails by 6. Edson's trying to call for a timeout, and he finally gets it. We're going to need a comeback. 59-53. Grinnell trails over Gilbert. We'll be back after the timeout. So out of the timeout, 3:46 remaining. Gilbert's probably going to play the milk clock mode. Grinnell's going to need a comeback. 59-53. The Tigers trail the Tigers. It's going to be interesting. Grinnell really hasn't been in this situation. We'll see how they respond here. We talked about during the break. They are definitely tired, you can tell.
Yeah, and I don't, they're doing a good job hustling there and staying on the ball. I was trying to think. I can't remember last time Macy's even been out to take a break besides for the timeout. So they're all doing a great job out there. And
Sarah fires a 3 in the corner. No good. She gets her own rebound, though, and gets fouled. Man, they're lucky. I swear, I thought she maybe stepped on the line, but they're not going to call.
She did, but, she was also getting crowded pretty hard there that didn't see a foul out. So coming down to the game of fouls, we have 3 Gilbert players out there with 4 fouls and 1 with 3 fouls.
Megan sinks her first. It's her first points of the night. 59-54. (59-55). Hawthorne has it. Gonna drive. Good pass. Layup is good. 61-55. 3:15 remaining. Jackson crosses the half-court line. Kicks it across court to Megan. Back to Macy at the wing. Meredith has it, drives, and gets fouled. It's going to take a little bit of something here on this defensive end for Grinnell.
That's Hawthorne's 4th foul. So right now, 4 Gilbert players out there, not out there right now, but 1, 2, 3.
Meredith sinks her first. Stressful, stressful, stressful. Meredith sinks her second.
That also puts Grinnell into the double bonus with that last foul from Gilbert.
61-57. Hawthorne is triple teamed. The ball's loose, picked up by Gilbert. Grinnell's going to bring a little bit of a double team. They swing this thing around the key. Hawthorne drives. Her floater is no good. Macy's got the board. This is so crucial, this drive right here. Macy kicks in the corner. Gosling for 3. No good. Rebound grabbed by Meredith. There's no foul anywhere. And Grinnell sits it up. Gosling drives, kicks back outside. Megan for 3. It's good! (61-60). Grinnell trails by 1. The crowd is in it. And we got a timeout by Gilbert. Here we go.
You can feel the hair raising on the back of your neck now. This thing's getting to be an exciting ball game.
It's a full timeout. We'll take one with them, take a breather. 61-60. Gilbert leads over Grinnell. 61-60. The crowd's in it. Everyone's in it. Megan hit a crucial three-pointer, and we have ourselves a 1-point ball game.
Yeah, this definitely gives Grinnell the opportunity to get set up here on this full court press and see what's out there. Coach Etz is definitely he's shouting out already to look who's out on the court. So
61-60. Gilbert drives, double team by Grinnell. They kick this thing around. Hawthorne for three. Man, she hits it. Back to a 4-point game.
She definitely has a nice shot. She settles right in there at half court.
Grinnell's got to hurry up, get it across. They do. Meredith kicks to Megan in the corner. Megan fires another three. That's no good. Rebound grab by Gilbert. Macy with the steal. She got fouled. She drives in and gets the layup to go. 64-60. Grinnell bringing all sorts of pressure. Jackson with the steal. Crossover, drives, gets fouled.
Definitely taking it right to the basket. And, you know, I think the time off that they took from pressing there in the end of the second and into the third quarter definitely make a difference. That's 5 fouls for Cruz, so she'll be taking a seat on the bench.
2 crucial free throws for Jackson.
You know, if you're saving your team for any type of stamina, this is definitely what we want to look at as being crucial time to turn it up. And I think that last 48 seconds right there of that press has showed that they still got a little energy in them.
All of it's going to have to be used. Second one falls. We are tied. 64-64, a minute 25 left. Grinnell's got to get back. They put a ton of pressure on the ball. Hawthorne's in trouble. Triple team brought by Grinnell. They got to get back. Reach in, foul on Macy.
That's Macy's 4th foul right there. Such a little reach. She's going to go 1-1 to the line.
We need a miss. Well, Grinnell needs a miss. If you're a Gilbert fan, yeah, you can make these shots. The free throw is good. That's a big free throw. 1-point game, 65-64, a minute 13 remaining. The second one falls as well. 1 timeout left for Gilbert, 2 left for Grinnell, 64-66. Grinnell gets this across court. Meredith drives all the way, and she gets fouled. I was about to say, are they going to call it? I mean, no matter what, it's 2 shots, but Hawthorne reached in.
Being in double bonus.
We're going to get it on Hawthorne.
That's Hawthorne's 5th foul. She'll be going out of the ball game.
That's it.
So that's, I tell you what, for the Grinnell Tigers,
and now
that's
Frisk,
definitely a plus because that takes a 3-point shooter, a dead shooting 3-point shooter out of the ball game.
Because Frisk is over here on the bench wondering, looking at his coach, he's like, well, what are we going to do here? So Meredith's going to get 2 shots here. A rare foul out. 2 crucial free throws for Meredith. And she can't get her first one to go. Grinnell's defensive pressure is going to be insane on this last possession here. Meredith's second falls. Here we go, 66-65. Macy tips the inbound. It's dribbled around. And we got a timeout by Gilbert, but that's his last one. So,
you know, every time the Gilbert coach, if he'd wait 3 seconds, it would have been a foul. So Grinnell's actually getting pretty lucky there of him calling his timeouts.
Gilbert really hasn't missed free throws either, so it really makes things interesting. We'll take a quick break. We got a minute left. We got a 1 minute, 2 seconds left. Gilbert's going to inbound. It's a high pass, and Gilbert gets it. They go racing back. Megan plays defense, misses, and we got a foul. Oh my gosh.
On forward, they're going to call that on Sarah Gosling. That's going to be her.
So Sarah's done for the night. So we're either going to have, McKenna's going to go in. He's still got Micah, Addie, and Rebecca on the bench.
So right now we have Macy and McKenna both out there with 4 fouls.
So 2 free throws here. And the first one is no good. No good.
Definitely bad for Gilbert, good for Grinnell Tigers to see that first one not drop.
Second one falls. We are down by 2. 53 seconds left. Jackson has it across. She kicks out to Megan. Thought about a 3, didn't take it. Jackson drives to the hoop. And we got a foul. So Naomi shooting 2. These are going to be some long 44 seconds.
3 fouls on Bowman.
Naomi shooting 2. Big shots here. First one falls. She has only free throws this quarter. Only free throws. Naomi's second is good. Hold on, 67-67, 45 seconds left, we are tied. Meredith's got to be careful on the defense. And we got a foul. It's a rookie mistake.
Well, she was definitely being leaned out there pretty hard with the elbow, so.
So 2 free throws for Gilbert. First free throw is good. What a game we have seen tonight. 39 seconds left. Gilbert leads 68-67. Here comes the second free throw. It's no good. Fight for the ball underneath. It's a jump ball, Grinnell ball. Meredith made up for it that she dove for the basketball. So now, any bucket could give Grinnell the lead.
Yep.
She tosses it in to Jackson. Naomi crosses half court. Kicks to Megan in the corner. 4-3. No good. Rebound grab by McKenna. She gets fouled.
You know, smart play by setting up McKenna there because she is basically in place for the rebound and go for that 3-point on the far side. So
she's out. We got another player fouled out. So McKenna's going to shoot 2. She made 2 free throws earlier. And the first one goes. We're tied, 68-68. Second one's good. Grinnell has their first lead in a while. Gilbert gets going down court. They got numbers, 24 seconds left. They move the ball around the top of the key. Grinnell, are they going to wait this thing out? They might. They swing it around. 2-pointer is good. 70-69. 8 seconds left. Macy cutting, kicks in the corner. Megan for 3. Good! And that'll do it! Grinnell wins! Megan Doty at the buzzer!
absolutely incredible.
Oh my gosh!
You know, you couldn't ask for much better timing, but, you know, to get down and have 1.8 seconds left to launch a three-pointer out of there, that's definitely that's a great win. and it gives them the opportunity that, put them on the board and up by 2, So, again, kudos goes to that girls team out there coming off a tough loss and coming back tonight and beating another ranked opponent, a lesser ranked opponent, but in their same class, and an excellent job. These girls were beat all night, tired-wise, not beat. They played hard all the way to the end, and they're getting a good reward down there.
Well, it had been a while since Grinnell had been in such a tight battle here at home. And Grinnell gets tested on a very tough week. They'll go 1-for-1 after a tough loss to North Polk last night. They come out, and Megan Doty, with 3 seconds remaining, hits the three-pointer. The clock kept moving. Macy tipped the ball off the inbound, and that did it. And Megan Doty saves the day. And, huge threes. She had 2 3-pointers, the only one to hit 3-pointers here in this fourth quarter. She came up absolutely huge. And, what a game. Again, you could talk a little bit more while I get these final point tallies, but what a win for Grinnell.
Well, definitely a comeback. Grinnell struggled during that third quarter. Kind of a rarity. They only put 14 points on the board opposed to Gilbert's 27, and then pretty well matched as they played into the fourth quarter. Equally, these two teams, play for hand in hand, and I think both coaches on both sides of the court will say that, I don't think the officials were too nice to us, because we heard the crowds on both sides saying it could have been a reach in, it could have been a reach in here, and they call that. But when it came down to it, all in all, it was 100% play of staying on the ball. I think it was a good strategic manner on Edson's side of, in the end of that second quarter, in the start of the third quarter, pulling off that full court press and let these girls get some kind of just a little bit of a break, because when you start doing that full court press, it burns up a lot of energy, and they saved it for that last half quarter, and it made all the difference of the ball game.
Well, some final point tallies after this crazy night of basketball. Macy's going to finish with 15. Against this is all unofficial. Macy's going to finish with 15. Rebecca finishes with 3. Naomi has 20. McKenna McKnight finishes with 9. Sarah Goslink with 5. Meredith McKnight finishes with 13. And Megan Doty, the one who hits the buzzer beater to win it, gets 8 points in the final quarter and wins it for Grinnell from a corner 3-ball. What a game. We've always wondered if we were ever going to see a buzzer beater, and we just saw it.
We saw a buzzer beater and a barn burner.
What an incredible game. The student section was great. Everybody, such a good game. And now Grinnell can rest up. They'll be back Friday night. Both the boys and girls will be taking on the Pella Dutch. Always a good rivalry game, and we will be there to have it. So thank you for joining us on this Tuesday night single game event. It definitely did not disappoint. Again, a final from Grinnell. Megan Doty hits the buzzer beater to get Grinnell the 72-70 victory over the Gilbert Tigers. Grinnell will move to 10-1 on the season. Gilbert will fall to 8-4. I'm Blake Walker along with my partner Dan Walker. We thank you for joining in to us tonight. What a ball game. Grinnell beats Gilbert. Thank you for watching.